one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment. Did you capture it? Just let it slip.
Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Lupe, and if you've been watching from the comfort of your own home, you know that what you've been watching is not accidental. As a matter of fact, it took us 8 years to learn online, offline, millions and tons of seminars, so you know that it's worthwhile. Anything you want to say about what we've been talking about today?
I hope you guys are enjoying it. You're learning a lot and really soaking in all the information, because I know that this information changed our life, when we went to our first seminar. And going there just totally opened up our eyes to what the internet is really about, what the possibilities are, and how ignorant we were prior to getting this knowledge. We thought it was all about search engines, all about Google, and I remember, how much we were struggling just to make money online. And it wasn't until we went to our first seminar, in Boulder, Colorado, that we finally, it finally opened up our eyes, and we finally seen, what was really possible, and it was really inspiring, really motivating. And that's what we're hoping you guys are taking away, is that you're really seeing the possibilities here, and giving it to you on a silver platter so that you really see, and get out of of the trap of not having enough money, and really having control of your own future.
Definitely, that's well said, and I'm so glad that you were able to share that with them. It was a turning point in our life attending that seminar, so I'm very, very excited. I know you're sitting at the edge of your seats, and I know you want to find out what is it that we have to offer with enrolling into you. But before we go into that, the main question is, what in the world are you going to do with all this information that we've been given to you? What are you actually going to do? So what I want to show you right now is I want to show you what keeps most of the people, most of the population, from not achieving their dreams. So here's what we've learned along the way.
This is one of the things we figured out, and we were trapped, just trying to figure out how to make money. And once we figured this out, this is when we were able to have the breakthrough.
So let's look at this circle and let's decipher it. Pretty much what happens here is you begin at desire, and basically what that means is you want something. You have a desire to either be financially free, buy yourself a new home, put your kids through college, something that you just really, really desire.
Yeah, I mean, even, for me, I know in the beginning, I remember when you called me up and, told me you were pregnant and we had a baby coming on the way. That, I mean, totally changed my life. From that day forward, I thought to myself, man, I got to figure out how to make some money. Now I'm going to be a dad. I got a daughter coming in the way. I mean, I didn't know it was a daughter at the moment, but I know I had a baby coming on the way. And, I really wanted to be with Lupe because I loved her. And, the first thoughts that went through my mind is I have to figure out how to get an apartment, how to get money, and a lot of fear, a lot of fear of the unknown, what's going to happen, but, I've figured out how to turn that into a desire, and using that to drive me, and always seeking on how to figure out, how to make money. So, the first step is desire, and having your reason why. I mean, my reason why, our reason why was our family, our kids. And that reason why is your most important thing. You need to know why you want this, because by knowing why you want it, then you can overcome fear. Because fear is the biggest thing that stops us, from doing anything. I remember being scared of, leaving my job, and I debated it for a few weeks, and finally I remember you gave me the encouragement to go ahead and leave, and and go for it, and and start our own business. And it was scary, it was scary in the beginning, but what was really there driving, the desire was for us, providing for our family, and getting ahead in life.
Great, great story. I mean, I don't even want to get into it because I don't like to tear up or anything like that. But basically, I mean, if you've been watching, if you're there sitting down, you've watched us talk about the why, the reason why. The next thing you need to know, and the most important, is the second part of this circle, which is the knowledge. Once you know, once you have that why, once you know exactly what you want to do with yourself or what you're trying to work so hard for, then you have to determine what is the knowledge that I need to find or what is the knowledge that I need to get in order to acquire this possession or this money or this freedom or whatever it may be with your family. So now you need to figure out what knowledge you need. And you gain that knowledge. And the knowledge is out there, whatever it may be, whether it's, online marketing, driving more traffic, I want to be a model, I don't know, a race car driver, whatever it may be, the knowledge is at our fingertips.
Yeah, and I want to congratulate you for being here because it demonstrates obviously you have a desire. I don't know what the desire is. You know what that desire is, but you're here for a reason, and you're here seeking the knowledge required, to become financially free, to not be trapped to a 9 to 5, to make that breakthrough and, get out of that, that trap, really having the freedom, being able to have free time, spend time with your family, being able to travel, all the luxuries that an internet business really has. I would never be in any other business, just because of the flex. I love what I do, and I love being able to work from anywhere, live anywhere. Now we live in Florida, because we wanted to be by the beach. We get to travel, any day off, anytime we want, not have to respond to a boss. I mean, it's ultimate freedom, you know, and like I said, I'm proud of you just being here. You took the time to be here and to get the knowledge, because that's what it's all about. I mean, one thing, if you've heard me speak, that I'm a big believer is one of my, my quote is applied knowledge is power. So now not only is it getting that knowledge, but what made us different, going to that seminar and a few friends, I mean, and this is the reality, is actually taking action, actually implementing the knowledge. And I know that that's the biggest trap, because it happened to me. I was reading books, crazy. I mean, we've attended so many seminars. I mean, we're straight information junkies. You name it. We've been to tons of seminars. I've read so many books. But what really made the breakthrough is actually implementing. And in order to implement, one of the things I did is I was learning this stuff, and I'm meeting people at the seminars, is I actually cut deals to go with people that were already having success and were already making money, and they already understood, this media buying game. They understood the ad server game, and cut deals with them to actually pay them to be able to go and spend the weekend with them, just to learn, to actually get the training, and to have them available as consultants, in case I got stuck, and I mean, and that's the biggest thing, having that there, so that you don't make any mistakes.
So if you're sitting there asking yourself, how does this all apply to yourself? It's easy. Most of the people, most of us, the population, is we do have a want. We do find the knowledge. You're here today. You have the desire. You have the knowledge that, you're looking for the knowledge that you need to have. But somewhere along the lines, we get stuck right in between these two, which is it splits up into desire and knowledge, but then you move on to training and skill. And what does that mean? Simple. Now you have the knowledge. What is it that you're going to do with it? So you've been sitting here watching us talk, getting most of the knowledge, taking crazy notes, hopefully. And what are you going to do after you have this knowledge? You need to further your training. You're not going to be successful if you don't practice, if you don't train, if you don't prepare yourself for being an expert at what you want to be an expert at.
And one of the most important things